Hello everybody! Today I'm going to be telling you about 5 fun ways to mix up your cardio workouts because boredom is the kiss of workout death. If you can sleepwalk through your workout, you gotta mix things up. So, firstly, you could try hybrid training, or they often call it in triathlon world brick training. Basically, you just pick 2 different exercises and you do them back to back. So as opposed to just going for a walk, maybe you go for a walk and then you come home and you do some dancing. Or you go for a jog and then you come home and you do some burpees and some jumping jacks. Or you run to the park and then you run some stairs and then you run home. Or you bike and then you run. 2 things back to back, no break in between. Next, think word cues. Okay, so first you pick a word. Well, first you pick the song, then you pick the word. So I'm going to say baby one more time, Brittany, because I love Brittany, and baby would be the word. And then you just pick the motion that you're going to do when you hear the word. So you could say high knees or bump kicks. You could say sprinting, right? So if you're running, you could say every time you hear baby, you do high knees. You could say every time you hear baby, you do bump kicks. If you're biking, you could say every time you hear a word, you speed it up. If you're dancing, you could say every time you hear a certain word, you really shake your hips, right? So the point of it is just to keep you alert. If you don't like music, no problem. You can be out and about and you say, every time I see a little dog, then I do my high knees, right? Or every time I see a red car, I do some side shuffles. Get your hips working. Third one would be chorus pickup. So fairly similar, you pick the song and then when the chorus goes, you speed it up. If you're on the elliptical, you go a little faster, put a little arms into it. If you're on the bike, maybe you up your resistance a bit and go a little harder. If you're running, maybe you go into a sprint. If you're walking, you go into a jog. The fourth one is pyramid. So this is where you would pick 2 different exercises and you'd either pyramid both of them or you'd keep one the same and pyramid the second one. So let me give you an example. Stairs and jumping jacks. So you could do 2 sets of stairs, 10 jumping jacks, 2 sets of stairs, 20 jumping jacks, 230, 240, 250, that kind of thing. Or you could pyramid both. So 2 stairs, 10 jumping jacks, 4 stairs, 20 jumping jacks, right? 6, 30, 8, 40, that gets really hard. The last version is just using what I call the plug and play method. So this is more if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed and you know that for right now, going to the park and doing stairs or going for a run is just not really, it's not a possibility, it's not realistic. Great. Consistency is much more important than doing something really hard or saying you're gonna do something really hard and then not actually doing it, right? Just because you don't have an hour to do a workout doesn't mean you can't do something for 5, 10, 15 minutes. So the plug and play is a list that you could create in advance of things that you can do in 5 minutes, like dancing, right? Things that you can do in 10 minutes, like jumping jacks, burpees, high knees, 15 minutes, go for a walk. And then when you find some found time, a Zoom meeting ends early, then you just look at your list and you're like, bam, I can do that. The trick is to have the list created in advance, so when this time comes and you find the time, you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Because that analysis paralysis often just means we do nothing. But if you know what to do in advance, then you just do it. So main takeaway is find something that you can do consistently that you love, or at least something that you don't hate, and that something is realistic, because the benefits of the best workout are moot if you can't actually make yourself do it. Okay, enjoy, mix things up.